Hello learners! In this video, we will discuss factoring by grouping. So what are the steps in factoring by grouping? We arrange the terms so that the first two terms have a common factor and the second two terms have a common factor. Second, remove the common factor from each pair of terms. Third, if the two parentheses have a common factor, write the expression as a product of this common factor and the remaining factor. To understand these steps, let us proceed with our examples. Example number 1, factor 2x plus xy minus 5y minus 10. Again, our first step is to rearrange the terms so that the first two terms have a common factor and the second two terms have a common factor. Now, only xy and negative 5y have the common factor, which is y. Thus, they will be the first two terms to be paired. Second, both 2x and negative 10 have a common factor of 2. Thus, they will be the second two terms to be paired. And by rearranging the terms of our polynomial given, we will have xy minus 5y. Yan yung ating dalawang unang pares. Plus 2x minus 10, yung ating dalawang term, which is yung ating pangalawang pares. Now, for our second step, let us remove the common factor from each pair of the terms. So for the first term, xy minus 5y, ang common factor is y. And by removing y sa two terms na yan, ang matitira ay x minus 5. So the factored form is y times x minus 5. Next pair natin, 2x minus 10, and their common factor, okay, the common factor of the two terms given is 2. By removing 2 sa dalawang term, ang matitira na lang ay x minus 5 din. Now, gamit yung mga factors na yan, yung factored form ng dalawang pares natin, we can now find the factor or the factors of our polynomial. And to find the factors, let us first identify kung ano yung common factor doon sa ating step 2. Ang common factor natin ay x minus 5. As you can observe, parehong may x minus 5 ang dalawa. So therefore, x minus 5 yung isang factor sa ating polynomial. Now, para makuha natin yung natitirang factor ng ating given na polynomial, ang gagawin lang natin is to combine the remaining factors. And ang remaining factors natin sa ating step 2 ay yung y and 2. So, by combining both, magiging y plus 2. And therefore, the factored form of our polynomial 2x plus xy minus 5y minus 10 is x minus 5 times y plus 2. Now, let's proceed with our second example. Factor m squared minus mn minus 4m plus 4n. By rearranging, and for the first part, only negative mn and 4n have the common factor, which is negative n. Thus, they will be the first two terms to be paired. Second, both m squared and negative 4m have a common factor of m. Thus, they will be the second two terms to be paired. By rearranging the polynomials, okay, by rearranging the terms of the polynomial, we will have m squared minus 4m. Yan yung ating unang pinares, plus quantity nung ating second pair, which is negative mn, plus 4n. Now, let us remove the common factor from each pair of the terms. Common factor nating first pair ay m. And by removing m, ang mangyayari, the factored form is m times the quantity of m minus 4. Sa second pair natin, the common factor is negative n. And by removing negative n, magiging negative n times the quantity of m minus 4. And again, yung factors, okay, ng dalawa nating pares, yan yung ating pagbabasehan for us to find the factored form of our given polynomial. Now, yung common factor ng dalawa, sa ating step 2, yung common factor ng dalawa nating pares ay m minus 4. So, si m minus 4 yung isa sa mga factors ng ating given polynomials. Now, to find the remaining factor, let us just identify kung ano yung natira doon sa ating step 2, which are m and negative n. And by combining m and negative n, we will have m minus n. So therefore, the factors of m squared minus mn minus 4m plus 4n is m minus 4 times m minus n. Yan yung kanyang factored form. And for the last example, we have here factor 3ab minus c plus 3ac minus b. As you can observe, only 3ab and negative b have the common factor, which is b. Thus, they will be the first two terms to be paired. For the second pair, both negative c and 3ac have a common factor of c. Thus, they will be the second two terms to be paired. And by rearranging the terms of our polynomial na base doon sa ating pagpares, magiging 3ab minus b plus the quantity ng isang pares, which is 3ac minus c. Now, remove the common factor from each pair of the terms. So, for the first pair, ang common factor ay b. And by removing b doon sa dalawang term na pinares, magiging b times 3a minus 1. Sa pangalawang pair naman, ang common factor ay c. And by removing c, magiging c times quantity of 3a minus 1. And gamit yung dalawang factored form ng ating dalawang pares ng terms, diyan natin again pagbabasehan ang factored form ng ating given na polynomial. So the common factor of the two pairs is 3a minus 1. Now, yung remaining factors naman ng ating dalawang pares ay b and c. And by combining the remaining factors, we will have b plus c. So therefore, the factors of 3ab minus c plus 3ac minus b are 3a minus 1 and b plus c. And that's it. Natutunan na ninyo ngayon kung paano gawin ang factoring by grouping.